There we go. Well, it's been quite the week. You know, I'm a gardener, and I finally have been able to come out to my garden, and it's given me time to think. And what I've been thinking about is you. I'm wondering how you're doing. I'm also thinking about some of the wonderful things I heard you did this week. I'm also thinking about the interconnected web of life, and I'm thinking about Reverend Laura's words at the end of Joys and Sorrows every week. What affects one affects us all. I'm recording on Friday afternoon, and I imagine all this snow will be gone soon. But my memories of how the members of the Horizon community supported each other and the larger community and the interconnected web of life will stay with me for a long, long time.
When we're in person and we want to teach children about the seventh principle, the interconnected web of life, of which we all are a part, we'll stand in a circle, much as represented by this yarn here, and we'll pass a yarn ball in and amongst us, and we all hold our strand of the interconnected web. We're responsible for that strand. Then we'll tug on our pieces all at the same time and feel how strong the web is. Then each of us will take a turn moving our strand of the web. And even if we're not moving our strand, we can feel the vibrations and how we're all connected. Then last of all, we'll loosen a piece of yarn and we'll keep testing the strength of the interconnected web. Some of the web pieces aren't quite so strong anymore. So people at Horizon know that they're part of the connected web of life. I have a story about something that happened at Horizon during this crisis. What happened is that at the Meadows House, Judy and MC lost power. And what was nice is that their friends, Mary Morris and Roland Harvey, invited them to their house to stay until their power was restored. But then in Louisville, Patsy and Gordon Rowe lost their power, and they were stuck in the cold without any electricity. So MC and Judy decided to pay it forward, and what they did is that they drove Patsy and Gordon to Patsy's nephew's house, where they were able to stay safe and warm. And there are many other stories like this from this crisis at Horizon. Stories of people with heat and power offering rooms to people without, driving people to places, finding other people hotel rooms, and a story like our leaders of the parent group, Krista McDonald and Madeira McKee, going ahead and holding their session for other parents because they knew the other parents were tired and needed to talk to somebody. And during this crisis, Horizon members cared for the entire web of life. They looked beyond themselves to the natural world and made sure birds and other backyard creatures had fresh food and water. Just like the people, our animals were caught in snow and deep freeze and needed extra care to survive. And it won't stop there. Our social justice teams will contact Texas legislators and work hard so people who are voted into office will look out for our needs and not the interests of just a certain few, and that climate issues will receive the attention they deserve.
So the birds and other critters have been visiting my feeders and eating all the food I've left out for them during the snow and cold. So I'm putting back the strand of yarn that the deep freeze moved for them, just as you have stepped up to recreate the interconnected web for humans and nature alike. Thank you for all you did and all you continue to do for others during this crisis, keeping all parts of the interconnected web of life strong.